25.000 dari Theseus, pesan HBD Ketuanan.
Hey, do you know what? Neither do I. I already forgot. One, two, three, four. 2, 2, 3, 4. Wheel of life. Faster? Okay, faster.
You're actually Nahid and Dunyarzad. It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat some.
One.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's all right. Among the countless once Dunyarzad, such a smoke where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power so it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. Huh? Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently. Alright, you two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions. on. Oh, and go and get some.
Traveler? Paimon?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker.
I see.
Hey, do you know?
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her. Oh, we can't just keep waiting.
Ad Astra Avisask. We meet again, you two.
Hi, Catherine.
Commission. Oh,
Wait, say what now?
and if possible, please.
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
I see. In that case, please go to Port.
Hey, that's not any better.
Mm-hmm.
Paimon.
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually,
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often. So it's been you? Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways, and I even had a really, really long dream. It was another in my dream, I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, raised me really, really high above the ground, and I was throwing an endless amount of Yalda candies at the children. You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone... Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? No! We aren't pitying you. That would only make everything worse. We just don't want you to feel too sad. By the way, have you had a... Yes, I paid her her condition is... But for the moment... Right. So our first priority Oh! Good book. Let's continue our chat here. Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida? Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for now, I want to hear your thoughts. I've already tried. It seems that from... Have you already caught the I'm guessing in any case... No, wait, you mean... No, it's doing that would be... That's a good point. We're in the dark after all. Nahida, here's... According to... Okay. Well, then I should find... You're saying we should... Oh, but actually... Sitar... We ran into her. Paimon still... She was born in the... Oh, Paimon didn't... The name Sitaria means later on. She was soon after. The star began to... But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt. And from the sound of it... But she doesn't... Indeed. She's suppressing a lot of guilt. But before she realized it, she had already... Right. That way, from my past stops tomorrow afternoon just to prepare. Let's go... should be Sataria's favorite fortune-telling spot. So should... No, attacking stuff?
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fate? The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between...
Huh? Really?
Shh. My friend here.
Of course, of course. In that case...
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the...
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Health prospects. No problem at all. The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. Your life shall continue on for... many tens of thousands. Marut, did you...
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate...
I admit that...
Is that so? Well, that...
If you were to bring some food...
Life goes on.
Is this another one of Sataria's favorite stalls? Yep. It belongs to a king. His father helped Sataria a lot when she first moved to Samari City, so she still comes by whenever she has time. When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Speaking of...
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret. And I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
So is your father still working as a mason?
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg. Since he had already saved enough mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Port Ormos nowadays.
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
No problem. Rest easy, all our goods are sure to meet your every need.
This should be our final stop. Nahida! It's my duty to protect Samari's citizens.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before. Huh? If I recall...
After all, but...
What an ad... So this
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold private events.
I see.
So, was that everybody? Sataria's... I remember you... Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the faith... Oh, Paimon! Although she knew she should return home... Well, King Dashret is long gone. And Sataria is also too... If we simply... But... So, you... Yep. As long as every... So... Exactly. Huh? That's no problem at all. Huh. Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never... You're not wrong. If it was... Yeah, don't beat yourself. Alright.
Faster? Okay, faster.
Oh, here she comes. Satori is here. Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll know what to say. Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hide...
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook. Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there. Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong? I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again? Are you sure?
Well, actually...
Huh, I see. I imagine...
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another echo of the divine voice of wisdom.
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like
A mess?
well...
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods will reveal the truth. The gods are asked Sitaria.
Why haven't...
Sitaria.
And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all, King Deshret.
King Deshret? No wonder he would make such a demand of me. Wait a second. King Deshret passed away a long time ago. Even though news of King Deshret's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can King Deshret still exist in real life?
Excellence! I am King Deshret's most loyal
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am... I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
Whoa! She just ran off. Well done. Sataria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core. Aw, Nahida, it's all I know. Anyway, enough. She's out of Keem's now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask gardening? But don't you hate everything to do with plants? I still remember getting mad at you for secretly throwing away the bonsai that I gave you as a present.
You see, a friend told me that
Fair enough. Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better? Oh, that's good to hear. Actually,
yeah, he's...
if you could find the time, he has a quick temper.
Oh? So... I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray King Deshret, and now you spend all your time with those crooks from the academia.
Akeem, you don't mean... you've also become a believer of King Deshret?
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange...
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this. You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of... But once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explain everything. Anyway, let's keep going. Come on! Sataria's already started talking with Shishan!
So, Shishan, like, as if...
Oh, right. I celebrated the...
Wait,
Are you still failing to realize that the
Shishan...
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret. In reality, shouldn't...
Please stop!
Even now, Sataria's still trying to run from her problem. She can no longer just... Hey, she's trying to... This is the most important part of all.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps. Please, try to remain calm. Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
King Deshret! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Miss Sataria, nothing is impossible.
You...
King Deshret, you must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a child of King Deshret. Never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
I've also been... But no matter how much I may try...
You won't necessarily...
How do you know...
That's not important. If you could provide some...
I've actually never believed in the god. Please tell me. I was just one... But I know very... I've just been... However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the...
To fight against the
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm in a... One thing, though. I won't be able to transfer the documents.
the Academia entrance.
Don't worry about... I'm only
Alright.
So...
That'll...
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. Maybe it's time for me to...
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed. The Traveler's execution was ingenious. Well, now the pray. But if we're going to pray to the gods... That's right. I suppose I'm the other Shh! We're honest? Yep. Paimon's right. If something were to after all. Yep. Exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking. Anyway, enough about off. What do you feel? It's the middle? No, I think he's right. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. Huh. I also can't... Well, but... There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the Academia, and that Sataria managed to distract all the guards. This hour of the night.
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the Academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor. If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Samir City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
Oh no! What should we do? These are all just regular people! Leave now. You need to get out of here. What? That guy's a Fatui Harbinger! We can't just leave you here! Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru! Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the God of Wisdom.
This should be far enough. Paimon needs to catch... is Nahida going to be okay? Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here. And that even the sages are wary of him. Yeah, now that the But what are the Fatui Yeah, things would be... Nahida said we'll meet again... you mean... Oh, right! Even though he turned it down, there's no time to loop.
Faster? Okay, faster.
Take them. I have no need.
Propagate!
Shine down!
Hold it right there. A blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy. We've got you, all right. Take a look around. Core of Third. We are an elite.
The outcast? But why wouldn't the doctor just send the Fatui after us? You're up
Following orders. Propagate! There is no escape!
Go.
Take my lead. Take that! New punching bag. Law of the jungle. Where do you think you're going?
Shine down!
Need.
There is no escape!
No, my sword!
It isn't over yet! Here comes reinforcements!
On to oblivion!
That was pretty rough. Is that what elite? Yeah. But this doctor guy. Going up against smart people is tough. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What are you two doing back here? Kale! As a result... Oh, Kale. Speaking of Tainar... Oh, I thought it was weird too. Master Tainar... No, I know that before... A research base. Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Party's DI. Got it. I had already made...
But a momentary distraction.
were so worried about you. Hey, this was supposed to be a touching reunion. Actually, it's very plus. It's even a pool of Paimon feels like only the real. Huh? Well, we understand that when you left, I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds. Thankfully, when the doctor mentioned depositing information instead, he did something closer to creating. Luckily, I managed to finish my. I wouldn't be. I gave away also. Would that mean you'd no longer be able to? Plus, we shouldn't give up. Actually, yes, I have. You didn't come here. We're looking for us. Okay.
Shine down! There is no escape!
Propagate! Scatter!
Ha! Shine down! But a momentary distraction.
Propagate!
Wheel of Life.
Rain outlines your fate. Body and mind.
Scatter!
Illusion shattered!
Time to act.
Time to act.
Traveler? It is you!
Ah, it's Hypatia!
What a
Who's this? She's a scholar with... Oh, I see.
That's right, we're...
Hypatia? Wait, no.
My consciousness has already managed...
You did it! Congratulations!
It's so when my consciousness...
That sounds incredible!
Oh, I'll remember? My current self...
You can do that? I've never heard of anything like that, but if you...
Hold on. I brought some spirit borneo with...
We're using that incense?
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll help you establish a...
Okay.
Ready?
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies. My fury will never be quelled. The first to betray me was a god. My creator. My mother. Valuing strength above all, she saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The second was a human. My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest. Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me. Humans, they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounced the world and laugh in its face. My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity. There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
What was that? Did we actually just see the Balladeer's memories? But how is he connected to the divine consciousness?
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a Alas, if only that which beats within my chest wasn't a...
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no Puripurna life, but rather...
I found
Hypatia?
That's how I always thought Wait, have I... already lost my mind?
Wait, something isn't right. him! Are you okay, Nahida? Wait, no. Something feels different. You're back!
Oh, the Traveler's back?
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure right before the Catherine puppet was destroyed. After that, Tainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here. What? Wait, then where?
I never imagined that an individual's... Also, the doctor has... But even in a...
Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague. Oh, that... Even in a... Huh. Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria. Oh, that makes a lot of sense, but she...
Paimon. That's all right. I've spent some time...
Thank you, Tainari.
That. All I know is that the project has something to do with the restoration of her...
Huh? Did you see something? What?
Do you have any evidence?
Tainari?
I did. If I didn't take it now that you meant, but I still didn't expect them, the doctor and the... From your description, but then...
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sage's goals. Right, we've pretty much...
I'll stay here for now. If you're planning to go into the desert, start by heading... Come find me here.
Thanks, Tainari.
Body and mind.
Fellow gambler.
New punch.
Propagate! Shine down!
You want this one?
Illusion shattered!
Rain outlines your fate.
again.
Take them. I have no need.
Get some cheaper spices this time.
We finally made it to Caravan. So, just. Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this tall, it's gotta be the divine work of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right?
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Huh?
Over here.
Oh, Hatham went that way! Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
Shine down!
What the... Where did he go? How did we lose him? They were just here a second ago.
More Aramite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time? Anyway, Traveler, it seems like we were being followed again.
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago. There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal favors. All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across.
You really gave Paimon a scare, Alhaitham. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the Academy?
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the Academia's hit list. I can't say that I didn't expect it. However...
Oh, right. You do have a point.
have no interest in... And these days, you're... not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually moved to Port Ormos. If I am to get to the bottom of this, I must understand how the capsule first came to be. Which brings me back to you, and why you're so interesting. The leader of Ainul Ahmar used the Divine Knowledge Capsule right in front of you, and upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed, and you were lost in... To have that kind of reaction,
Al-Haytham, you...
So that's your answer. But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the Divine Knowledge Capsule. No.
That's right! We have the...
Then I'd suggest starting with Aruville.
It's always better to...
Travelers and visitors, don't miss out!
Before us lies Aru Village, the safe haven of the desert folk.
Whoa. This land... Wow!
Sino. Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Academia. Would you care to enlighten me as—
Oh, Haytham. Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me. Though styled like—
Seemed to me more— Yes. General Mahamatra Sino. Head of all the
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in all. If I were you, I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time.
Has Al-Haytham done...
I won't waste my— Take it out. The Divine Knowledge Capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes Amatra's senses.
Wait! The Divine Knowledge Capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. And why, as far as I'm aware, have you been given a mission that— If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your—
I should have known you'd be difficult.
You two!
Ahem. Well, look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous over there.
Wait, Dia? Great, final! You gotta help us.
Yeah, sure looks that way. 2 giants from the Academia duking it out once and— Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each— But how dare— It seems like some— Hey!
Whoa, what's going on? A witch?
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently? Hey! All of you!
Someone's calling for—
That sounded like Candace. Come on!
All right.
want to play sardines with 3 people who want to tear each other. The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room. Please, let me introduce myself.
Nice to meet you, Candace. Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older.
All right. Now, as a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers, and now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure. So please, if anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality.
Oh, on second thought, Paimon may have misjudged.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right. I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now.
Wait!
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining. While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather,
Huh? Exile yourself?
a little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request. But I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence. I began to realize that, unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit. The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us.
So they really are up to no good.
I realized then that the vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the academia of today. I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance. I will never give up on this investment.
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. We're all investigating the sages. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary. Well, Sino...
When I was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between all... The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler.
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the divine...
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the traveler. After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment... Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information, namely that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone, even as a reward? So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the divine knowledge capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather than collaborating with the sages. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ain al-Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a conversation.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they would. So it came as quite a surprise.
Criminals do love to talk.
Even though you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike.
That's true.
I'm willing to apologize. I took the divine knowledge capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk.
You should be well aware, Scribe Al-Haytham. Answer me this.
Have I not made myself...
Fine.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you. And now you, Dia.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to our village. But then I saw these.
Is that all? Well,
That's more like.
Whoa! What was that sound?
no need to worry. Fighting in a sand...
Yeah, just leave him to Candace. Don't worry.
The wind's died down. Candace still isn't back yet, though.
When you put it that way.
Oh, Candace!
Yes.
I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go!
Scatter!
Illusion shattered!
Rain outlines your...
There is no escape!
Here comes another wave! When are they ever gonna let up?
Illusion shattered!
The creature stopped appearing.
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath...
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Huh?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I am the chief of Aru village. Everyone you...
Sir, I am also originally from the desert. But
I can't say they've always been common, besides Sandstorm.
So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in...
Everything in the natural world is inextricably
Everyone in our
Village Keeper? Who are they? Village guards like Candace?
does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is... Most of them are scholars. The academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars. So, they're forcibly exiled to the...
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village keepers have been mysteriously disappeared, but no one in the village has ever seen them leave. If you're planning to stay around the village for the next few days, I'd appreciate it if you could keep an eye out for them.
I've had encounters with those people in the past. I'll see what I can...
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile.
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty...
Oh, you're the former...
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor scholars. But, is it...
I'll be grateful for the... Let's start by Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation? One of my former subordinates, the academia has... When Mad Scholar, initially, Aru village was struck by the strongest earthquake. Suddenly, he noticed a Mad Scholar crouching in a corner, despite the powerful... After that, the people of Aru village treated the Mad Scholars with greater kindness. And
The soft green light? A mad scholar protect. Paimon thinks so too.
In theory, they would continue.
Oh, no wonder.
If you are able to. So, what do you make? Really? Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
What? You don't.
No, Lesser Lord Kusanagi. The Academia. In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanagi and her deeds. To me.
No way! Nahida definitely.
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can eat.
Good. Then you
That look in your eyes. How can this be? To think.
All right. Now it's our turn to. But easier said. Excuse me. Are you? Huh?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isa.
Is your grandpa?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa. Why do you have to call him that? It's not like he's a bad person or anything.
The person you're referring to is not a local.
Grandpa is. I heard everything you said.
Ah, I was.
Whoa. Sorry. I was.
All right.
Sino is super vigilant.
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm.
Huh?
Yes. Isok's parents were unfortunately later. However, one summer night, so Grandpa the next morning, it said that Isok was through.
All this somehow.
Perhaps. Nearly everyone. It's also.
Maybe the people.
Huh?
No, nothing.
Perhaps you are more.
Hey, Isak. Oh, it's you. We've cleared every. Really? Wow. Yeah.
All right.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble as through water, transiting.